Hello, Palmer. Well, there's this issue that is really boggling my mind. The issue of the Apostolics. The Apostolics have ceased to stand for their values, and I don't know if they have values at all, because they have since become co-conspirators with the ZANU-PF against the people of Zimbabwe, against citizens, because you cannot be standing there celebrating and associating yourself with a people or a group of thugs who are killing their own people. ZANU-PF is eating its own people. It's drinking the blood of its own people. And Mapostories, they have decided to be bought with money, with food, and handouts from ZANU-PF, whilst the masses are suffering. And they are there standing, cheering, clapping their hands, and celebrating the the miss of our country at large. So I feel like they have lost it. They have lost their whole purpose. They have lost the purpose of religion. I believe religion is supposed to be there to stand by the people and for the people. Because religion, it's meant to bring peace, not war. But this one, they are standing in support. And we all know it's an open secret that the majority of the apostolic sect or the apostolic cults, whatever they are called, they they support ZANU-PF. They support the ZANU-PF initiatives, the initiatives which are against the people of Zimbabwe. We have never really heard Mapostori standing there in support of the people. We've never seen that happening. And I don't think there's a time that we are going to see that happening anytime soon. That's never going to happen. Why? Because they've allowed themselves to be bought with money. They've allowed themselves to be given handouts. They think if they go to the state house and be given, freebies, food and stuff, then that's all we need for a country to move forward. But a country cannot move forward because so and so has been given a car, and so and so has been given some chicken in and something like that. No, the country cannot move forward like that. But these people, they cheer, they support, they celebrate. We see that in the apostolic sect, Chivayo is now standing as a giant. And literally, they are now beginning to worship him because they do things according to his bidding. All those bishops, they've been bought, they are paid, they are given hefty amounts of money, they are given beautiful cars, houses are bought for them so that they can support an evil regime that is eating its own people. So they've become co-conspirators. They are equally guilty of the blood of all the people that have died because of this struggle, including the liberation heroes, because the liberation heroes, they fought for an ideal that would bring Zimbabwe to freedom. They wanted one man, one vote. They wanted everyone to be free, everyone to get a job, everyone, the kids, to get free education. But we are not getting those. We are seeing individuals being given cars. We are seeing, people will say, we are jealous because so and so has been given a car. If it was given to you, you wouldn't have rejected it. But let's look at it so closely. We see that the civil servants, they've been promised a paltry bonus, $150, which is going to be divided into two. They will be given this half, $75, the first month, and then they'll be given another $75. Whereas somebody who is just making jokes in the country, he has been given, a car worth over 100,000 US dollars. He has been given over $150, over $150,000 to use for himself alone as an individual. How many teachers could have been given that money? How many soldiers? How many police officers would have benefited from that? How many schools would have had their books? How many ambulances could have been bought with that money? We were not going to have a problem if a certain comedian, a certain pastor has been given a car when things are fine in the country. We know that no, the regime, they are just extending their hand of gratitude to some of their own people, stuff like that, and that's it. But when they do that and the country is crying, the country is crying, there are no bridges. Now the rain season is coming upon Zimbabwe. You are going to see what is going to be happening. We are going to be having some school kids being swept away by the water in flooded rivers because they don't have a bridge. They are having to cross the river on foot every day, going to school. We are going to have many more accidents because our roads are so much dilapidated that they are not worthy for any car to be driving on it. But we see the apostles, they cheer everything. They have become so blind that they cannot see the reality of things in Zimbabwe. They can't see the suffering of the masses of Zimbabwe. They can't even hear the crying of the people. What even, you know, what even crushes my spirit more is the fact that among the apostles, we have the majority of poor people, some of the poorest people. They are among the apostles. But as poor as they are gathered around by their leaders who are given those cars so that they can gather them apostles or manipulate their mind to support the regime in all their shenanigans against the people of Zimbabwe. And this is happening every day. Now, SEP's trust offices was banned a few days ago after an announcement that the opposition, the progressive Zimbabweans, are going to meet up and forge a way forward in their fight against 2030 agenda. The mutilation of the constitution that is about to be done by Mr. Mnangagwa. So this is sad. This is pathetic. It's not only the apostles. We see there are other churches also like that, and some bogus pastors, the likes of the Msindos and you know, the Utaunashes and all those guys. They are bogus. How do you really stand and support people that are killing their own people? A regime, a government that is killing its own people. August 1, 2018, we saw people being killed. January 2019, we saw people getting killed. 2023 election, we saw people being killed. And somebody saying, Pamberine ZANU, we forward with ZANU PF 2030, Pamberine 2030, they have to rule until forever. Let there be a dynasty. We will support you, President. Don't worry. What has Mnangagwa done for Zimbabwe and for the Zimbabweans? We're not talking about a few individuals who are given these handouts. We're talking about Zimbabwe as a country, as a nation. What have we benefited from him? Now we see rivers are being destroyed, mountains are being destroyed, rivers are being blocked. Now we hear that Mazoe River, one of the biggest rivers, has been closed by the Chinese miners at the watch of the government, and they are letting it happen. A month ago, a man was killed by the Chinese. What have they done about it? Many people have been persecuted. Many workers have been persecuted by their Chinese employers. What has the government done? And we have the apostles ululating and clapping their hands because Wicknow is dishing things to them. What kind of a people have you become? What kind of a religion are they following? How have they managed to be so blinded that they can't see anything? To them, there is no gleam of light. They don't see nothing. They don't hear nothing. They've become that blind to that level. It's very, very unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate, champion. And I think it's time that we, as the citizens of Zimbabwe, we have to stand. Fire can burn a place, an office, and all that, but it cannot burn our ideas. It cannot burn our mindsets. It cannot burn our desire for change. What we want is change in Zimbabwe. And it's very unfortunate for the apostles because they think that this regime is going to last forever, but nothing lasts forever. We've had many evil regimes in this world. Even Hitler was once a feared and very, very evil regime, but it fell down to nothing. It fell down to nothing. All the dictators, they have been in this in this world, they've ruled with an iron fist, but their end is the same. Nothing will come out of it. What are we going to think of Apostolic after ZANU-PF is gone? What are we going to think of their way of thinking? I'm sure that's why their leaders, most of them, they don't allow those people to go to church. How does the whole president support a religion that does not allow their kids to go to school? They don't allow their kids to go to school. They don't allow their kids to go to clinics. They don't allow them to go to hospitals. And then you are there as the president. You are supporting and sponsoring them. You are propagating that evil agenda and that evil doctrine, giving them cars, which means you are saying you want the future of Zimbabwe to be full of people that don't see, that don't think, that don't have eyes to see, that don't understand anything, so that you can control them. Because if somebody is not educated, it's easy for you to control them. You can make them do whatever you want them to do, because they don't know, they don't have any understanding, they don't see things. Their eyes have been so blinded. It is very unfortunate, champion. And it's unfortunate that this is happening at our watch. It's time that we as a people, we have to rise up. It's time that we stand. We stand. Because these people that we are seeing, these apostles and all them that support them, we see that they are bought with things that are very, very small, at the expense of what is needed. We are talking about substance that is needed for the nation at large. If a road is constructed, it's not constructed for one person to drive their car. It's for everyone. Some people are dying on their way to hospitals because there are no roads to get there. Or there is no, the roads are not there such that an ambulance cannot reach to where they are. Yet we have people celebrating that a bishop so-and-so has been given a new car by Week Notivayo. I say hats off to Mazababa Mwaja. He's the only person from the apostolic sect that I really respect, because that he denied to accept those freebies. I say hats off to Archbishop Yunaguti for rejecting this evil money. I say hats off to Thomas Mkanya Mafumo, who rejected also these evil offers from the ZANU-PF regime. ZANU-PF is so evil. They don't have any compassion. They don't love their people. They care for their bellies. They care for themselves, and they care for anyone and everyone who will just show a little bit of support. Imagine, how do you give a car to somebody because they are dancing at a rally and they are shaking they shake their heavy buttocks in front of everyone, doing obscene things in front of people, and then you pay them, you reward them with a car, simply because your fans are celebrating as this woman is dancing, and you are saying this is Zimbabwe, this is a free Zimbabwe. No, champion. No. We need to stand. The people must speak. The people must stand. Every platform, every way possible, people must speak, people must stand. The regime must fall down. Look at what is happening in Madagascar. That's exactly what we want. Burkina Faso, that's exactly what we want. And I hope what is happening in Cameroon right now will proceed. Let the people protest. Let them stand. What is happening in Tanzania? People are protesting against an evil government, an evil regime. What has become of our independent, our liberation parties? It's very unfortunate. It's very sad. Thank you, champion.